I guess we're continuing. I think we are here to allow God. I think that's it. Oh my God. Let that sink in. Think about it. Like, the freedom that I'm feeling right now. Let's open some jazz. Think about it. I am here. I came here. Go back to your 4-year-old body or 5-year-old body. Like, think about it. Or look at kids, if it's so hard for you. Like, why are we here? Who brought us here? Like, why am I here? If I'm not happy, if I don't like working, I don't like my life, why am I here? And why don't I like my life? It's all about entertaining your own questions. Because it's through your questions that you can find God. What am I here to do? Like, honestly, what the fuck am I here to do as a human being in this generation? Like, a baby that is born in 2025, what is he here to do? What is the need for that baby? What is the purpose? God did create it. It allowed it to come to earth, right? So why are we here? I think that's the key. I think it's allowing that power to do whatever it is it wants to do with you. And everything else after that is just like, so be it. Right? Because, yes, my spiritual awakening was through the process of the things, not having the things that I want or the things that I pictured for myself, right? When that didn't happen, right, I started questioning. But now that I know what it means to be spiritually, connected, it's like, oh, even your passion or the things that you want, if it doesn't match that God power, you don't even want it. The things that I thought I wanted, the things that I thought I loved, it's like, ugh. It's funny now. Because nothing can beat this peace that I feel within myself that lets me know that I am protected, that I am secured, that I am rich, that I always have what I want and I have everything that I need because of that power. Or I am deserving enough to have the life that I want to live. Because this Creator doesn't judge us. Think about it. What is bougie for God? If God created this baby rose flower, I don't know, you guys, I keep saying, I think somebody said this to me, Sion, I think you're the way you measure beauty is with the baby rose, rose, yeah. I just think it's the most beautiful thing on earth, right? Like roses, but especially that baby rose though, like to me, even more than the red rose is like baby rose, the one that has like a little bit white in it, especially when it's open. Whew, I don't know, like, and smell it and touch it, like the texture. Oh my God, I don't know. So like to me, when people tell me you're bougie, I'm like, shit, so God is bougie. When people tell me that you're so crazy, I'm like, so God is crazy. Right? I'd be like, look at that insect with 100 legs. What the fuck is it doing? Like, it looks so disgusting for me. Like, God is crazy. And there's the God in me that created it, and it still feels like, ew. So if that's not crazy, then I don't know what is. And I think I've mentioned this before. These associations about certain words, right? What does it mean to be crazy, really? What does it mean to be a madman? Because it's those people that were considered, what society considered them to be crazy or a madman, that created the airplane, that created the cars, that created all the greatest inventions on earth were created by people that were called crazy. Right? Now they want to study the brain of Albert Einstein, but when he was alive, right? That's just how we are. Human beings, we're afraid of the things that we don't know. Right? Why did they kill Jesus Christ? Right? That's what Jesus Christ he taught me. That's what I learned from Jesus. But it doesn't matter what, the blind does to you. Once you can see, it's like, what is death, right? What is time? So can you imagine a life without death and time? That's the life I live. And I welcome all. I believe in myself like I'm a religion, but I'm the only one who converts. Oh my God, bless Will Smith. He's already blessed, but let God bless him more. May God bless you even more and more. I think we are here to question why we are here. Why am I here? What am I doing here? And then it will let you know. It will tell you. It will tell you. God, how may I serve you? I just did that when I woke up. That's the first prayer, right? Thank you, God, for another day, for another life. That's what I do. The first thing I do is like get down on my knees. Thank you, God, for another day, for another life. Today is a day of completion. I learned this from The Game of Life by Florence Scovel. Today is a day of completion. I give thanks to this wonderful day. Miracles shall follow miracles. Wonders shall never cease. How may I serve you today? And I will call out the day. How may I serve you today, God, on this day, June 9th, 2025. May today be filled with insights. Bless it. And then go see. And then this is what you're like. This is the second recording. I'm going to download both of them. This is how your day is going to go. With intention. Productive. And peaceful, more importantly. When you have peace, your organs are operating correctly. As they should. Peacefully. Doing their work. The brain, calmly, doing what it's told. Your brain is your mind is your bitch, right? You direct it. That's a book title, by the way. I love that book, that red book. Your brain is your bitch, or your mind is your bitch. I saw that at the library. I picked that. I didn't even blink. I was like, okay, you're coming home with me. How may I serve you? What am I here to do? What am I here to do? It's not even about God, Krishna, Allah, whatever. Just be by yourself. You are a God yourself, if you believe it. If you believe that, if you know what created you, if you know what created you, yeah. You can answer your own questions. That's why the questions only come to you, because the answer shall only come to you. But it's when you try to find the answer, you dig deeper. And God wants us to dig as deep as we can within ourselves, because that's where the gold is. That's where the treasure is. The treasure is deep in your heart, deep within you. Your beauty is inside you. Don't ever let me know. Don't ever let them change you. I think your beauty is inside you. Don't let them let me down. No, your beauty is inside you. Beautiful people. There you go, Chris Brown. It's my favorite song. It's in there. The freedom that you seek is in there. The love that you seek is in there. The affection that you seek is in there. The attention that you seek is in there. Everything that you seek is in there. You seek it because you are it. But if people don't see it, they cannot give it to you. You tell people who you are. You tell people who you are. Don't worry about how this is going to happen, how it's going to come, who's going to... You just follow the daily routine on cultivating your true power. Your true power is your true interest. Your true interest is not what your teacher said, not what your parents said. It's what you said when you were young, if you could remember. What is it that you've always wanted to? I've been saying that I was going to be a teenage psychiatrist before I even learned how to spell psychiatrist. God bless good teachers, because teachers are the breaker and the maker of the world. My English teacher, Mrs. Carr, I will never forget how much she helped me cultivate that. She just knew that I was special and she made me feel special. She never gave me a hard time. I was allowed to listen to music in her class, my headphone on, because she knows that I'm always ahead. Shit, I'm reading books that is way ahead of me, college level. So she just come and be like, she would ask me what it's about, and I'll tell her. She introduced me to her friends. This is a psychiatrist. And they like it. I love that. Why? Why was I so intrigued? Like, I was only like 15, 16. Why was I so intrigued about the whole... I even loved the idea of me sitting down and talking to people. That's your future self talking to you, you know? It tells us, it's like, but when we are younger, who we are meant to be, it's so visible, it's so loud, but no one knows, right? So our parents also miss out. That's why I'm screaming out loud. In this generation, the youngins, the moms that are in their 30s, invest in your child. Especially if you're working at a job and you're a parent, invest in your child. When you're off, I swear, take them to the park, study your child. What do they like? Because you can call your early retirement. This child probably is the next Picasso. You don't even know who you gave birth to. But the problem is parents see themselves through their children, but their children got nothing to do with them. We are just a transportation for each other to arrive to earth. What we all wanted to do is just arrive to earth. So stop with this bullshit of family bonding, like I gotta have this, that. Your child has nothing to do with you. Tell your child, yo, you came to earth, me and you are equal. Tell them, connect them to the truth. There is a power above everybody and everything. That's our creator. It's not me. Your father is God. Can you imagine how powerful a child will feel when a father will hold his hand and tell him, me and you have the same father? A mother holding her daughter and telling her, oh, my daughter, yeah, I'm your mommy for earth, but we both have the same mom and same dad. And it's called God. It's called the creator. And nothing comes above it. When they get in trouble, oh, I was at your age, so I know better because I lived more than you. I knew that mistake. I knew that was a mistake, but I had to let you make your own mistake. And, God, I knew God will guide you. You have to allow them to live. But what do parents do? Parents try to instill what didn't even work for them. It didn't even work for you. Why are you bugging your child? They want to live. They want their child to accomplish what they couldn't fucking accomplish. You couldn't even do it. So instead of giving this child the chance, you're already like stressing it. I look at it as like it's a brain, right? Every child is like a piece of brain. You break it or you make it. That's what a child is. Either you leave it alone and let it grow up, or fucking give it unnecessary attention and mess it up. That's basically what it is. Children needs to be left alone. And giving them an iPad is not leaving them alone. That's keeping them busy, distracting them. But then again, if they're in the city, they're going to get bored. Why? Children feel energy. Children pick up on the frequency. Right? So like if you want to have a child that you're living in like in a 2-bedroom apartment in New York City, you got no business of like, why? Get the fuck out of the city. Children needs to park. Children needs to be left alone. A child needs to walk around. They need space. If you can't afford to do that, why do you want a family? That's adding stress. Oh, well, I'm on my 40. I can't. Okay, so who says you have to have a baby before you die? You're going to die anyway. You're in your 40s freaking out. In your 40s, you should be freaking out. You're in your 40s and you still haven't given birth to your life, to yourself. Right? That's what we should normalize. Giving birth to yourself. It doesn't fucking matter how old you are. Until you give birth to yourself, you're nothing. You got no business of reproducing. Right? That's what Maya Angelou said. It's like, I'm so passionate about this topic because it's my daily life. It's what I see, left to right. My friends giving birth. I'm in my 30s now, right? But then they call you and then they're crying. He went out to buy a diaper and he's still not here. Why? He stopped by the bar to get a couple of drinks. He's fucking stressed. He's only 28. He's a father. It's a calling. To be a parent is a calling. People need to understand. Giving birth does not make you a parent. No, just because it's your responsibility. If you give birth, you have to take care of it, yeah. So just because you gave him, you fed it, and you gave him, you close it, doesn't make you a parent. What kind of valuable talk are you having with this child? How many valuable talks? How many insights have you dropped to this child? That's what parenthood is. It's like you have figured out life, meaning you are co-creating. If you figured out life, that means you know that you got nothing to do with life. It's like it's controlled by a power. You are just here to work for that power. And there's so much freedom that comes with that. There's no more ego. The ego is like, no, I'm special. I can do this. I'm a blah, blah, blah. God is not here. What do you know? Spirituality does for woo woo la la land. We are here to ask, what are we here to do? What am I here to do? What am I here to do? And it will come to you. But this isn't a question that you just like do one time and then just, no. You have to show, because that's where your riches is. Right? If riches, Jim Rohn always says, truth cannot just, it can't be cheap. You have to search for it. It can't just come to anybody. Because if the idiot find out the truth, now you got an inspired idiot. What is he going to do? Idiot shit. Right? Idiota. So everything is going to be idiota. The world, he's going to turn his world to idiota. So truth only comes when you cherish it, when you take it serious. Because when you finding out your truth means finding your gold, finding your riches. You're no more lack state of mind. You see, lack needs to appear first, because that's the only way we can be connected to what we are, right? Abraham Hicks always says, don't hate contrast, because without contrast, you can't get to the stage that you want to be, right? It's through what you hate that you're going to find out what you like, because life is about opposite. There's always an opposite for everything. Just like your hand. There's the inside and then there's the outside. For everything, there's outside and inside. Every single thing. Look at every single object. There's a back and a front for it. There isn't anything with only front. Everything comes with the back and the front. So that itself is life's example. But if I'm always surrounded with what I love, I wouldn't question anything. I'm just relaxing. I'm just there, like, just sitting. There was a time in life that we were meant to do that, right? We just arrived, let's enjoy Earth. We've been fighting with the animals, right? We have evolved. And then there was a time to fight for power, for man, greed, right? Like, we had to go through wars. We had to go through all the separate, like women went through. Why? Because that's the only way with problems that growth is going to happen. Can you imagine telling a woman she can't wear a pant right now? Like, how funny it would be. I don't even think I'll be mad. Like, what? Why? You see how things that do not make sense control the world? Do you see what I'm talking about? So what are the things that you are allowing to control you in 2025? I forget which philosopher said this. You have to go to the past to connect the future. I respect rules. You have to respect rules. Only those that respect rules are allowed to break them. I've been breaking rules my whole life, and I see it. I see that I am allowed to break rules. In this little time that I spent on earth. But I also understand why I was allowed to break those rules. Life respect those that respects it. Don't let them change you or even rearrange you. If you're not feeling wrong, then everything is all right. Exodus. Movement of your people. Right? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Woo. Don't worry about atomic energy, 'cause none of them are gonna stop at that time. Some say it's just a puppet and the boat. These songs of freedom is all I ever heard. Redemption songs. Yeah, man. Dear children, dear teenagers, your parents don't know what they're doing. So free yourself. You are here for a reason. But you can only find out when you shut your Instagram, when you shut the noise down, take a break from social media. What is it I learned in psychology class? In school. The fear of missing out. That's why they're connected people, like especially if you look at teenagers, they're glued to their phone. They don't even know it. They don't even know it. It's so sad to me. I would look at the gym, it's like, oh my God. Between sets, they can't even take a break. How excitingly they pick up the phone. It's like, you just did 12 sets of something. I'm looking at them, it's like, whoo, between reps. I don't even remember. I'm like, I have to go back. I remember I forgot my phone in one of the machines. When I'm in the sauna, I would run back. It's like, the difference, right? Why? Because not knowing how we work. It's all about not knowing how we work. It's all about not knowing the manual of the brain. Life is a game, but it's only going to be a game when you understand that your brain is the game and you play with it. You've been given. You can play with your own brain. When others can play, that's when the problem is. But when you play with your own game, with your own brain, with your own mind, it's a game. But when others play it, you become the joke. When you play it, you become the prize. Oh, I like that. Yes, when you play it, you become the prize. When they play your game, you become, what did I say? I forgot. Oh, thank God I recorded it. You see, when I get excited, how easily the energy can do. The body does not like to be agitated. The body does not like to be too excited. The body does not like aggressive emotions. The body just want to be in a good state of mind. Like, look at earth, look at air. Imagine, like when wind, how disturbing it is, right? It's showing you, so you can be grateful. Oof, it's calm. Everything should be calm. Everything should be calm. We need calm. We need darkness, right? We need the dark days. We need them because that's when we are birthed. That we need to be buried under the ground. The seed comes out to the light from the darkness. The unknown, we have to respect it. We are afraid of the unknown. Why? It's not like we know anything. But they train you because they know how your brain works. You're like, yes, the unknown can be scary because you have not practiced it. But when you think about it, it's like, you're going to die anyway. And it's not like you know anything just because you're clocking in, you're clocking out. Can you still continue to wonder? Because that's when my freedom came to me. The freedom of time. That's when it came. Right? During the job that I was hating. But because I knew that, they can buy my body. I have to be here, yeah. My physical self. But my mind can be anywhere. But you can only understand that when you understand your mental faculties. Imagination, the greatest gift given. That's it. That's where your farm is. The farmer does not, spread the seed of the corn today and forget about it. No, he's gonna wake up every single morning and tend to the soil and rid of weeds. Even the concept of weeds, isn't it amazing? It's like, we just have to you just have to pay attention. Oh, I'm gonna cry. You just have to pay attention to life. You just have to pay attention to life. Life is a fucking walking school, guys. Teenagers, please. I hope the right ear will find this. Like, I am living for you. I swear to God, like, this teenage suicidal rate being on the highest in America, that shit kills me. I don't know why, but it does. I genuinely care. Why do I love psychology? Like I mentioned this earlier. Why did I say that? I've always wanted to be a teenage psychiatrist. There's something in me. We have to respect that thing inside of us. We have to respect it, even if it's scary. And usually it's scary to be yourself because we've been taught to be something else. So we become our own enemy and we become the enemy of others, right? Misery loves company. Hurt people hurt. Free yourself. When I was a child, my mom, it's her hobby, right? Gardening. And I just used to wonder. I still do. And if you don't wonder about this, like something is wrong with you, so let's wonder about this together. Let's brainstorm. Where does weed come from? Where does it come from? Weeds. Where does it come from? Right? The farmer is going to plant the corn, right? The food, like, right? It's gonna plant the seeds of fruits. But around every apple tree or around every or any plant, there are weeds. Where the fuck does this shit come from? Because nature is already showing us, right? This contrast or this negative. I want to find a new word, God, like for negative. Right? Just like the weed, like there's weeds in human beings in our life too, right? Just like the rose had to fight the weed to grow, right? The rose can't fight it. You have to help it. The rose is capable of growing, but you need to rid of the weeds around it. Why? Because it's going to eat the soil, right? It's going to share the soil. So what is it going to do? It's going to delay the process of growth for that rose or corn, whatever it is, right? But when you tend to it, when the farmer tend to it, right, by, what is it? I've seen, like you have to, what do you call it? Touch up the soil so like the sun can get to the bottom part. So like, right, like, what is it that you do? There's a word. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the soil needs to, like, you just touch it up, kind of poke it around so the sun can go through where, right? And then like water it and rid of the weeds to expedite the process of growth. Okay, what about with human beings? How do we manifest? Right? Every human being, our basics is the same because we are the same. Right? We come from the same place. We go back to the same place. Believe it or not, that's up to you. But I would highly advise you to believe it because it's the truth. My final paper, when I graduated from my clinical psychology, I wrote about compassion. Right? I said, compassion is the biggest thing, I think, that human beings need to learn. No one knows about compassion. And I'm talking about self-compassion, because every emotion, if I cannot invest it on myself, I cannot invest it on another. If I cannot support myself, I cannot support another. On the previous video or recording, when I shared about my friend, right, that had to cut off. It's like you are able, like Jesus Christ is not going to put you in a position of power before you truly understand what it means to hold power, because power comes with great responsibility, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I got power, so fuck this bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No. I actually care so much because I want everyone to be saved, if that makes sense. I actually feel sorry for them. But then it's like, when I say feel sorry, I also am a huge advocate of the book The Seed of the Soul by is it Eric Zukov, I believe? I'm sorry, wait, it's actually on my bed. The Seed of the Soul. It truly taught me Gary Zukov. It truly taught me, let me be actually in my room, not to judge anything, because everything has a soul contract, right? So we shouldn't be judging anything. No, I actually like the frequency that was in the living room, so let me go back there, kinda. I don't know why I'm crying. Why don't you open the Jazz? True riches, true earthly riches or power does not come to everyone, to anyone. You have to do the work. And there are so many rich people that are evil. I understand that, right? So for you, that's God's way of showing you. It's like, riches is not the source of happiness, right? Because you can see if it's if the person has achieved it the right way or the wrong way based on what they're doing. Ooh, right? My favorite scripture, it says, you would know them by their fruits. And my favorite book says, Psycho-Cybernetic, man thinks his thoughts are in private. I mean, man thinks his private thoughts are private, but he lives the result of those thoughts publicly. Right? So when I had to dismiss this good friend of mine, it's not because I hate her. It's not because, although she hates me, she despises me, I understand why. Right? Because she's insecure. Right? Like, nobody wants to be alone. Right? We were together. It's like, you come to life together. We lived life together. And then now we're departing. Right? I'm making her, my energy is making her, something in her, uncomfortable. And not everyone is willing to do the work. So this is how you're like, you have to separate yourself. And perhaps why I'm so passionate about this subject is because the effort and the energy that took from me, and how it delays. Nothing is your destiny. I don't believe in destiny swaps, right? Like, not your destiny is your destiny. But like, I think it was last year, I caught this guy, this reel, that was the realest thing I've ever heard. Listen, he said, your manifestation will come. Once a person decide, ask and it is given, right? He's like, you will get it. But, when you're not doing the work, the daily needed work to cultivate this seed, you are neglecting yourself from spending time in this manifestation that you want to be, right? You're taking away the time that you could have been living in this manifestation. That's what you're doing. He's like, the manifestation will come. It will come. But you're delaying it. Why? By the wrong associations. If they're not, what is it Nipsey said? When you look around your circle and you're not inspired, you don't have a circle, you're in prison, I think. You're in a cage. I had to. You see, the thing is, we share these things, Nipsey, famous quote, Instagram, everybody's sharing that. But no one is really applying it. That was the only difference between me and her, or between me and my friends, or between me and them. Everything that we talked about, For me, I take it to the heart. That's what they didn't understand. So now they're like over here, too busy hating on me. Right? When in fact, it was their fault for not listening to me. But they will get it now when time passes. And when it's too late, when they see me on TV, on the podcast, or whatever, at the end, once you accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish in the crowd, the strangers clapping for you, they're going to clap for you. And some of them, it might be too late for them to understand, right? It's like, what they didn't understand is that I've been sharing everything from the beginning. And they're going to see it now. But you, the one that's on the road, right? I'm trying to save you some time because I had to spend a lot of time in learning how to let go of those that are loved ones. Oh my God. Can you imagine living your life without your mother, your father, your brother, your sisters, like letting go of your immediate circle? Sometimes it be like that, man. If you're like me, boy, and I'm not saying that you have to hate them again. That's the thing. You cannot even let them go if you hate them. My God. What was it? My favorite artist. He's an Ethiopian artist. His name is Rofnan, and he has a song called Word. Right? It's the name of the song is called Word. Right? How powerful word is. Shit, and I just lost it. It will come back to me. I wanted to say, fuck, it will come back to me. Bring it back, universe. I need to breathe anyway. Hey, nervous system. We're okay. We're just passionate. Everything is good. Oh, 37. I just looked down. Awesome. Perhaps I've said everything that I need to say. What was I saying? Great power comes with great responsibility. In the highest form of love is to inspire, right? And to work with God means to work with love. To work with God means to be love. You have to be able to look at everything with love. If you're working with God, if you say you're serving God, you have to look at everything with love. Because look at nature. When you look at nature, there isn't anything but the feeling of love. You can see the Creator created everything with love. It loves to create. Whether it's that baby rose that I love or that insect that has 100 or 50 legs, the Creator created it with a purpose. There's a purpose. So there's a purpose with you too. Why are you here? I said that's the key. When you Donald Trump, oh come on nigga, I'm sorry, but what is it that he said? Everybody's talking about stress and stress. If you work hard, you won't be stressed. Just work hard. It's true. But I'm sure he meant it. I know how he meant it, but a lot of people are going to translate it as like, oh, having 2-3 jobs, working for money. No. Work hard on birthing yourself, finding out why you're here. There is enough book written to keep you busy in lifetime in this generation. And my generation is out here busy being stressed the fuck out and addicted to drugs and alcohol. You know why mental stress is at its highest capacity right now? It's because creation is at its highest capacity. Nature wants us to create. There is so much beauty that we need to create. So if you're not gonna work with the universe, you gotta go. Literally, that's how it is. Because again, to the creator, it just is. It is what it is. Right? The book that I just shared, The Seed of the Soul, everything has a soul contract. But I still care. Like, I don't like why, because I understand why teenage suicide is like at its highest, right? It's because of the brain being bombarded by unnecessary information. And when the brain is over occupied, it can't think. It's like a stomach ache, right? When you overeat, the feeling when you overeat, that's how our brain is feeling right now. People don't even breathe. Someone said, "What do you mean? If I don't breathe, I'm dead." You think you're breathing? I'm like, look at your stomach, man. I literally said that. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're not breathing, man. If your stomach is like that, you're not breathing. The stomach and the brain is the same. He was like, what you mean? I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you asked that. First of all, I don't mean anything bad by it. The brain and the stomach is connected. So if your stomach is overweight, it's because your brain is overweight. If your brain is overweight, there is no happiness. You're constipating. If you're constipating, there is no peace of mind. You're not thinking straight. People really need to take that seriously. The mind, body, soul connection. You are what you eat. You are what you think. What the fuck do you think you are? Look at this, the magnificence of creation. And you are being told that you are created by His image. What does that tell you? There isn't anything more special than you. To God, I'm prettier than the rose, I feel like. Right? Because He gave me power over the rose, so I must be special than the rose. Right? Like, oh my God. I don't know. I keep saying the rose. I love flowers, guys. It's just, I'm a fashion designer, so I'm all about bold color flowers. It does something to me. And thank God I have a relationship. And most people don't have a relationship with nature. That's why children don't have a relationship with nature. That's why they're stressed the fuck out. Children needs to create. They're not creating. That's why they're stressed the fuck out. The school system needs to be rearranged. We need a lot of creativity classes, meditation classes, breathing classes. What was it, that song that I wanted to share? The power of word. I wanted to share something. Anyways, I can't even tell you, go listen to it because the song is not in English. But, you have to be able to alchemize everything with love, through love. If you want true riches, true happiness on earth, right? That's the only way. And that's what everyone is after, right? Just looking for their peace. Everyone is stressed out there because you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. And again, it's not about hating the job, right? It's about trying to understand yourself. It's not the job. Don't hate where you're at. It's not about hating where you're at. I've done that, but I had to learn quickly, right? Leaving the job world is not going to be easy if you're dwelling on hating it. But when you start looking at it as, oh, okay, you know what? I can go get a massage. I can get my favorite drink. Right? This job is allowing me to get the things that I want. It doesn't have to be something big. It's the little things in life. But they teach you not to live, not to respect the daily, the ordinary life. That's why you're stressed the fuck out. But life is on a daily. So what does that mean? If life is on a daily, I must enjoy what I do on a daily basis. So if I'm working at a job, it's got nothing to do with me. I have no interest. I'm only going there for money, to get money. Okay. So then I have to answer questions like, what would I like to do for money? How would I want to receive money? Oh, boom, 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 right? Then your interests are gonna like talk to you. This, that, this, that, this, that. The majority do not know what they want. That's why. And God can only help those with an idea, because if the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve it. But you don't even dare say out loud to yourself what you truly want. Trust me, I'm only saying that because I've been there. I couldn't even say it to myself. Can you imagine how crippling stress can be? How much controlled we are by those that have figured out how the brain works? Life is a game. Life is really a game, but only when you play. Only when you become the player of your own game. Only when you're playing your own game. If you're playing other people's game, you're doomed. Because when you're trying to live other people's life, something else is also living your life. So you become the joke. Pay attention. People that are busy in other people's life is because they're not living their life. We are here to question, what am I here to do? What am I here to do? There's a reason. Why am I here? Why am I here? You need to question that. I say.